Hello and welcome to the AppNotch Multi-Tenant Manager. This webinar is going to show you a few steps and tips about how to manage your back office of your multi-tenant app. To log in, you're going to go to appnotch.com. You're then going to go to the login where you'll put your email address and your password. When you do so, you'll enter into your dashboard as the name of your app. You'll be able to see the status of your app in the Google Play and iTunes Store. You can click on, for example, Live. That'll then take you to the Google Play Store and see how you look in the Google Play Store. You can come check any ratings that you have or how many apps that you've had downloaded so far to the Google Play Store. I'm going to close out of that and go back to my dashboard. I can go and edit my app. This is the master app that you actually worked with AppNotch on creating. You can also send a push notification, which is a global push notification. This notification would go out to any of the distributors that have their own app, plus anyone that has downloaded their app or your corporate app. So, for example, if you had 100 distributors and they each had 100 customers, in one push notification, you're going to reach 10,000 distributors and their customers. I'm going to close back out of that. You'll put your title in, your message, and a URL. We'll go over more how to send a push notification. You'll send that out, and that'll go out to everyone globally. You can share your app, which will give the links via text or email, or you can go to Tenant app. This is where you're going to manage your tenants. You can see you've listed all the tenants that are a part of your team. Now I want to go in and let's say I'm going to create a new tenant to add to the list. I simply hit create. I'm going to type in the name of the tenant and then the URL, which is the website address of the distributor. It's the replicated website of the distributor. Hit create, and that'll set up a new tenant or a new distributor app. Once the new distributor app is set up, let's use, for example, that we just set up Abigail Zielinski's app. What you're going to want to do is go in and touch on the edit button. And now you're going to be able to edit the app menu that's on the bottom of the mobile app. So what you're going to want to make sure of, because this new app that was created is going to have all your corporate information that was a part of your master app. So you'll come in here and you'll want to edit the phone number. Just change the phone number. Be sure not to have any ones or dashes, just a clean 10-digit number. Hit apply changes. Also, we've set up in this particular case a web link that goes to this icon, the word shop, and it goes to the shop page of the individual distributor, so that that distributor would get credit when someone clicks on that, just like if they were going to their website, the same effect through their mobile app. Again, you can see some of the options of that you can do within the tenant. You have maps and emails and phone numbers, social media, videos, and camera. All those are available. But in this structure, this company has decided to set up this basic structure. Hit apply changes. Again, you're going to want to make sure that the join button, for example, is linked to this particular distributor's site in their app. And again, you can edit those. This button allows you to move things around, change the order if you like. Then this is the push message log, where messages are sent directly to the distributor's customer's phone. The customer would tap on this push message and be able to see the message that were sent. This is a default. We suggest that you leave that in place. It's a powerful tool. This was the URL that you use to create this particular tenant app, which has the corporate site / the distributor. So I'm happy with that was set up. Now, just to check, or if we so happen to got the name wrong, we want to change the name of the app, you'll come into step 3. Maybe they want to change their name or put their nickname in. You can change that here, apply changes. Then I go back to the tenant list. So now that I have the mobile app set up the way that I want with all the individual information for that tenant, now I want to give admin access to the tenant to be able to send out links to her customers, as well as to go into her back office, which will allow her to go into only her Abigail app. I'm going to click on the user list. There's already 3 set up here, but this would typically be set up where there would be no one set up, because this would be a new tenant, and you'd come and simply add a new tenant. You'll put in the email address. You'll create your own password that you're going to be giving the distributor, and then put the distributor's full name. When you hit create, what's going to happen is you're going to send out a message that'll be an automatic email message that will go out to the distributor, giving the distributor their personal link, as well as a few tips on how to promote the app. But also they'll be getting their password and their email address that they can log into their back office to show to share their mobile app with others, or they can also send a push notification, or they can actually edit their mobile app as well. Going back to the administrative capabilities, once you set up the tenant admin list, again, this is typically one person would have the admin to theirs. If you ever need to resend the email, you can push resend invitation, or you can also look at the edit the access. This is the access capabilities that the distributor would have. In this case, we gave them access to push notification. We gave them access to sharing their app, but we did not want them to come in to edit the content or the buttons on the app menu. If we clicked here, it would give them access. But in this case, the distributor company did not want each individual distributors to have access to change their individual app settings. So then I'd simply close out of there. Now I have the admin set up for this distributor. I sent the email out to the distributor, and I made the access the way that I wanted it. I'm going to go click over here and go back out. Now, if I wanted to, again, this is a push notification that'll only go to, for example, Abigail's customers that have downloaded Abigail's app. You can see this is push and not global. So Abigail could put the title that she wanted of her message. She could put the message, maybe a party that she's planning, as well as a URL that might give some special offer, or a URL that the company had provided her, or something just off her personal site that she has off her replicated website. And then she'd hit send. That would then send the push notification directly to anyone that has downloaded the Abigail app. I'm going to close out of that. I think you're pretty well familiar with push now. Let's talk about share. Share button, simply go to the download tenant. This is a QR code for the tenant, or hit download, and that'll open up a pop-up where the distributor can put in +1 or plus country code, list the cell phone number, and send the app to wherever they want that to be sent to. The message that will be received when that message is sent will look something like this, where the link will be a link that they're sharing. So they're really sharing, click here to download my app, and that message will be the message that goes out to that particular user. I can also, while we're talking about sharing the app, and this was in your tutorial, but opening up the particular app, they can slide down with their thumb on the app, open up this gear settings, click on the gear settings, and now what they can do is hit the share button. You can see the share button. This is another way when the distributor is 1v1 with someone that they just met, or it could even be a group. They're going to hit share. They can share with their social media, or they can click on text, and then this message will be sent out via text, whatever numbers that they put in there. So that's the way to share the mobile app, both from this console and directly off the mobile app. Reminder, when you're setting up a new tenant, it'll typically be seen down here at the bottom as you add tenants. And at any time, you can go back to your main dashboard by clicking on My Native Apps. I hope this helped give you some insight on how to manage your dashboard, as well as to manage your tenants, edit your tenants, sending push notifications by tenant, and then also giving them admin access, as well as setting up new tenants. If you have any questions, as always, send a message to customer success at appnotch.com, or you can reach John Abkemeyer at 314-753-7740, or our office at 314-433-3222. Have a great day today.